I'm doing the most here. Is this better? Is this more, appropriate for the cause? So, I mean, if you know my obsession with Spider-Man, then you understand in the back of my mind what's probably always running. With great power comes great responsibility. And obviously, I guess maybe it's not that obvious. For me, I don't only take that internally, I take it as something that we all deal with, I take it as something that should be assigned to all of our lives. We all have power of some sort. We all have some great responsibility that comes with that power. So, welcome to Today I Get To, which is essentially the moment where I get to take a moment, be grateful, appreciate all of the opportunities that I am that I have the opportunity to encounter in this life. I saw my sisters yesterday, and it has been a little bit since I've seen them because of the pandemic and quarantine, and I feel inspired, I feel motivated, I feel fueled, I feel driven. Today, I get to take all of that energy and convert it into something even greater. So remember, we have 4 different tiers. Let's get into them. Today, I get to in the art world. So I have 2 music videos. I have a music video for the Tropicana video, which is self-directed, self-shot, self-edited. It's my real Lady Gaga moment. I'm extremely excited it's done. It's officially done. I have a lot of the promotion, I have a lot of the marketing done for it. But, we got to get the release strategy correct. We got to get the release strategy right. So I'm kind of just sitting on that right now. But the Tropicana music video is coming very soon. I'm extremely excited about that. What else do we have going on in the art world? So I also finished a new episode of Cause the Silent Piece Said So for Seriously Cool, for the Seriously Cool YouTube channel. I understand that wrestling is niche, that most people are not into it, but that's actually probably part of the reason I'm so into it. It's an art form that a lot of people don't understand. It's art form that a lot of people misunderstand. They don't really see if I'm watching wrestling and you're watching wrestling, we are probably watching 2 different shows, because what you are paying attention to and what I'm paying attention to are completely different. So for me, it gets exciting to be able to create, to be able to release content about wrestling. This one specifically, I'm talking about Black culture in wrestling right now. So it's also a different point of view that you're probably not hearing a lot from the wrestling world. On the music side of things, I am working on the music side of things. I mean, I don't know if you remember, if you've seen any of the other videos, we started this year with the plan to release Tropicana, Silent Yes, Deadhead Friday. That release schedule was going to continue. There's going to be one drop in April, one drop in May, one drop in June, one drop in July. But then the pandemic happened, and obviously those 4 months have not had any releases, which I'm okay with, because I'm sitting on a few that I still have to release, but it also gave me time to think and gave me time to re-strategize what a new plan is looking like. So I have a lot to release, I have a lot to do, but it looks like 2020 is all a building kind of planning year. I'll be dropping a few music videos, as I mentioned the one earlier before, a few promos, those got more happening, but I think the bulk of the heaviness of all of the work that we're doing is really going to probably show itself next year. In the business side of things, I have a studio session today with Reyes, with a new client today, I believe, with a client that we haven't had yet. So, the pandemic, the quarantine slowed everything down. Pushed us, I wouldn't say down to a halt, but it definitely slowed the ability of the things that we were able to do as a business. But we're kind of reopening, we're kind of taking it little by little. We've had to make some adjustments as a business, just as every other business has had to make. But the studio's back, summertime sessions are back. It's kind of exciting. Seriously cool. As I mentioned, we have the Cause the Silent PSwitch, so new segment coming on. The Seriously Cool company. We've been working so hard and so heavy in the background, but it's like mechanical thing, so it feels like you don't really see the changes, you don't really see you don't see any drastic changes, but all of the subtleties, they take us miles, value-wise, time-wise, even if maybe it's not being seen on the other end of things. It's not my first business, it's not the first time that I'm dealing with this. I mean, really with this company, I've been dealing with it since I was a teenager, for probably close to 15 years, of really being able to understand the values, have it tell me what it's needed, but also me implement all of the things that I think it needs. But it's exciting. It is extremely, extremely exciting. I feel like we are in... purgatory is a bad way to explain it, because purgatory means like you're on your way to hell, but we are like an incubator. Maybe that's the way to do it. So we are like, there's so much growing that's happening inside this incubator, but you only see it once we actually come out of it. And I think last but obviously not least, in the finance world, the quarantine, the pandemic, COVID-19, it affected everybody's life. It affected everybody's finances. It affected everybody's monetary status. It affected everybody's mindset. How it affected you, obviously, it ranges. Obviously, it's different. But it's true to say that it affected everybody. So for me, that really reminded me, or validated the reason why I help people with their finances, the reason why I have built a business aimed towards impacting my community, aimed towards impacting my people, and aimed towards impacting people who may not have this experience all of the time. So it's been a mind opener for me, like a focus driver, focuser for me. But I also, as I'm speaking to clients, as I'm speaking with people, they're going through the same thing. The world, everything that happened in this world refocused them, and they're taking the moment to refocus their lives as well, and that's incredible, So with this great power that we have, with the value of our cool, I'm excited that today I get to keep creating. Today I get to be grateful. Today I get to be inspired. For good, And obviously, we don't always feel good every day, but it's about the strength that we're building. I think another thing I should probably mention before I wrap this up is my stretching game has been incredible. I've never been able to touch my toes before, just like bending over and touching my toes, and I can do it, and I am working hard every day to get closer to being able to do a split. I'm working hard every day just to be able to bend over and put my palms on the ground as I stretch. That's a bend over, and they're huge accomplishments for me, because never in my life, 28 years of life, I ain't never been able to do this. So it's just the daily disciplines, it's pushing it a little bit further, releasing tension from those muscles a little bit, adding muscles to strengthen up your other parts of your body. And today I get to stretch more. Today I get to keep creating. Today I get to be comfortable in the environment that I'm in the situation that I'm in. But I get to work towards more. And I appreciate that.
Tyler switched out.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification to stay tuned with everything that we're doing, and watch more videos. Check out the playlist. Go follow me everywhere you can find me. Tyler Switch that P is silent. Love you. Love you.